The next thing that I want to talk about is the how actually you can add the dimension to that. So when you create these um, orthographics view, the 2D views, you need to put some dimensions on that, and it's the very same thing that you do the dimension on the model space. You just you do it here. One thing that I suggest you to do is you go ahead and come here and create a layer for the dimension and put all the dimension um, um, uh, on that layer. So for example, you can come here and create uh, dimension layer, and you said it already has some layer here, so you can go ahead and create a dimension and put all the dimension on there. Usually your dimension has the very same properties with your drawing, the line and everything, but here I just to show the difference, I'm gonna just change the color um, to this for example color here, but usually you just leave it black, so you don't do that, just for that you can see how it's gonna happen. So can add the layer, and then similar to what we did before, go to the Annotated tab and start adding the dimension that you want. So for example, want to add the dimension, the length and the height here. I can come here and click on the this dimension as we did before, and select the start, select the end, and then you just put it wherever you think you should put it. And here, as you see, is the current. It doesn't do that. So let me press enter. So to exit. If I go back, my layer, I haven't changed it to dimension, so I can um, select this one, select the layer, and move it to the dimension. And um, now let me check my layer. I change my layer to dimension. So now if I go ahead and draw another, so the layer is current and the dimension. So if I add another dimension, automatically it's going to be on that layer. So I click again on dimension, assume I want to add from here to here, and it's going to be this one there. Assume I want to add the dimension for that circle, or select the circle and add the dimension for that circle there. Also assume I want to add the height, so I can come here, select this edge here, and put the height of that edge as well. And then whenever done with, for example, the drawing all the dimension, press enter, and you will see all the dimensions there. Again, if you want to change the properties of those dimensions, you can always go to dimensions here and modify it and change the dimensions, or for example anything that you want. For example, you don't want to have 4 precision points, you can go ahead and change it to whatever you want. So it's gonna just show that many precision points you want. So this is actually you can add the dimension. The other things that you may add here, there are a couple of other things you have here, is that um, you can come here, or for example add the text. So if you assume you need to add the text, you can come here, click on that one, and wherever you want to add the text, just select wherever you want to add it, and then just write whatever you need to write. For example, I said this is a 3D view, and since still I'm on the dimension layer, so the color is going to be inherited from that dimension layer. If I don't want it, I can go back to 0 layer and make it black, or I can make a text layer and put all the text on that layer. Whenever I'm done, so I can put it there, so I have my text layer there. So as I said, if I don't want it to be there, you can go back and change the layer to whatever layer I want here, for example, to any other layer I want. The other thing I probably I can't use it to put here. If I go back to Annotation tab, see if it lets me to go back to Annotation tab. Um, Another thing is that the center line. So if you want to add the center line, you can go there. Assume I want to add the center line to this circle I have here. So I can go ahead and click on the center line. So, and then I can select the object that I want to add the center line. So that's that circle, and then press enter. So it add the center line to that circle for me. So you can see the center line already added. Also, if I want to make changes or add anything to whatever I already have, for example, I have this one. If I want to change that or add anything to that, so I can go ahead and double click on the on on the text and then just simply add whatever you want. For example, here, so it says you want to add the links or whatever you want. So you can go ahead also and um, uh, make those changes as well if you need to. Um, so this is how you can, or any other thing that you have in this dimension, you can add it there. For example, if you want to add the angle here, the same as we did before, you can come here, click on that angle, select the, uh, so select this, sorry, so click on the angle, select this one, select this one, and then add the angle and put it wherever you want to put it. So this is after we draw the 2D views, we can go ahead and actually start to add some, as we said, some text or information, dimension, any type of annotation that we need. We can add it to that 2D drawing.